Good morning everyone. In our last session, we discussed about the basic concepts of an electrical network. We looked into linear network and non-linear network. A network consisting of linear elements such as resistor, inductor and capacitor is called linear network and it obeys Ohm's law. And in non-linear network, the circuit parameters are not constant. They change with the applied voltage or current. Then we discussed about bilateral and unilateral network. In bilateral network, current can flow in both the directions. A network consisting of only resistances is a good example of a bilateral network. And in unilateral network, current can flow only in one direction. Further, we looked into Ohm's law, Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law. Ohm's law states that under constant temperature, the current passing through the conductor is directly proportional to potential difference applied across it and inversely proportional to the resistance. And according to Kirchhoff's current law, algebraic sum of currents meeting at junction point is 0. And according to Kirchhoff's voltage law, algebraic sum of all the branch voltages around any closed path or closed loop is always 0. Further, we analyzed that voltage across the parallel resistances is always the same. Resistors in a series carry the same current and voltage across a short circuit is always 0 and current through the open circuit is always 0. Then we discussed about redundant branches and combinations and internal resistance of ideal current source and voltage sources. An internal resistance of ideal voltage source is 0 and internal resistance of ideal current source is infinite. Further, the discussion was on introduction about network theorems and different types of theorems. These are the brief summary of our last session. Today in this session, we will study superposition theorem and steps to solve a network using superposition theorem and simple problems based on superposition theorem and finally multiple choice questions. Superposition theorem is a very simple theorem. In any network, if a number of voltage or current sources are acting simultaneously, the voltage across or the current through any branch can be calculated by adding algebraically all the individual voltages or currents caused by each independent source acting alone with all other independent voltage sources replaced by short circuits and all other independent current sources replaced by open circuit. The statement of superposition theorem is, in a linear bilateral electrical network consisting of several sources, the current through or voltage across an element is equal to the algebraic sum of the currents or voltages produced independently by each source. That is, consider this example. When a voltage V1 is applied across the network, let the current through resistor R3 is I3 dash. When the voltage applied is V2, let the current in the same branch B, I3 double dash. If a voltage V1 plus V2 is applied, the current through R3 will be I1 plus I2. The total current through resistor R3 is I3 dash plus I3 double dash. The total current through R3 can be calculated by adding the individual currents I3 dash and I3 double dash caused by independent sources V1 and V2. Steps to solve a network. In step 1, consider any one source. We have to consider only one source at a time. In step 2, replace all other independent voltage sources with a short circuit and independent current sources with an open circuit or with their internal resistances if any. Step 3 is determine the currents in various branches using simple Ohm's law due to first source, or determine the voltage drop across an element using any of the method due to first source. And step 4 is repeat the steps 1 to 3 considering other independent sources separately. And last step is add all the currents in a particular branch due to each source, or add all the voltage drop across an element due to each source. This is the desired value of current at that branch when all the sources acting on the circuit simultaneously, or this is the desired value of voltage drop across an element when all the sources acting on the circuit simultaneously. Now we will explain these steps with the help of one example. Consider a network shown below. Let us calculate the current in branch AB of the network. Consider this network. It has two sources V1 and V2. In step 1, source V1 is considered and V2 is replaced by their internal resistances. But internal resistance of V2 is not given. Therefore, V2 is replaced by short circuit. Using any of the network reduction technique, obtain the current through branch AB, that is IAB, due to source V1 alone. In step 2, source V2 is considered and V1 is replaced by short circuit because the internal impedance of V1 is not given. And again obtain the current through branch AB. The corresponding circuit is shown below. And last step is the total current through branch AB is calculated by adding the two currents, that is IAB due to V1 plus IAB due to V2. The total current through AB, that is total current flowing through R2, is calculated by adding the two currents due to two sources algebraically. The current flows through resistor R2 in same direction due to both the sources. Therefore, the total current is obtained by adding the two currents. Now consider another example. Consider the below example. Let us calculate the current through resistor R3. There are two voltage sources V1 and V2 acting simultaneously on this circuit as shown in figure 1a. Because of these two voltage sources, say current I flows through the resistance R3, that is I is equal to I1 plus I2. In step 1, replace V2 by short circuit, that is V2 is set to 0, and measure current through the resistor R3. Say it is I dash. As shown in figure 1b. In step 2, replace V1 by short circuit and reconnect V2 to its original position and measure the current through the same resistance R3 and say it is I double dash as shown in figure 1c. Now add these two currents I dash and I double dash to get the current which is equal to the current that was actually flowing through resistor R3 when both the voltage sources V1 and V2 were acting on the circuit simultaneously, that is I1 plus I2 is equal to I. The total current through R3 can be calculated by adding the two currents I dash and I double dash, that is I is equal to I dash plus I double dash. Now we will solve some problems on superposition theorem. First problem, determine V1 for the network shown below using superposition theorem. Consider this network. It has two sources. One is current source and another one is voltage source. In step 1, one source is set to 0. The voltage source is set to 0. The voltage source is replaced by short circuit because internal resistance is not given. The voltage drop across 15 ohm resistor is calculated using Ohm's law, that is V is equal to I into R. The voltage drop across 15 ohm resistor is denoted by V1 dash. V1 dash is equal to I into R. I is 2 ampere, 2 into R, R is 15 ohm. Therefore, V1 dash is equal to 2 into 15, that is equal to 30 volt. In step 2, set I is equal to 0. The current source is set to 0 and consider the network. The voltage drop across 15 ohm resistor is calculated using Ohm's law, that is V1 double dash is equal to I1 double dash into R1. Here the current is 0 because the network is open circuited. 0 into 15 is equal to 0 volt. And in step 3, the total voltage drop across 15 ohm resistor is calculated by adding the two voltage drops V1 dash and V1 double dash, that is equal to 30 plus 0 is equal to 30 volt. Now consider another example. Using superposition theorem, find the current through 6 ohm resistor. Consider this network. It has two sources. One is voltage source of 36 volt and another one is current source of 10 ampere. In step 1, set E is equal to 0 and consider the network. The internal resistance of voltage source is not given. Therefore, the voltage source is replaced by short circuit. And using current divider formula, we can obtain the current flowing through 6 ohm resistor. The current through 6 ohm resistor is denoted by I2 dash. Therefore, I2 dash is equal to main current I into other branch resistor value, that is R1, divided by sum of the branch resistances, that is R1 plus R2, that is equal to main current is 10 ampere, 10 into other branch resistor value is 12 divided by sum of the branch resistances, that is 12 plus 6, that is equal to 6.66 ampere. In the second step, set I is equal to 0 and consider the network. Here the current source is set to 0. The current source is replaced by open circuit. The current through 6 ohm resistor is calculated using Ohm's law. That is I2 double dash is equal to voltage divided by total equivalent resistance of the network, that is E divided by R1 plus R2, that is equal to 36 divided by 12 plus 6, that is equal to 2 ampere. And step 3 is calculate I2. The total current through 6 ohm resistor is calculated by adding the two currents I2 dash and I2 double dash algebraically, that is 6.66 plus 2 is equal to 8.66 ampere. I2 dash direction is the same as I2 double dash. Therefore, the total current through 6 ohm resistor is calculated by adding the two currents algebraically. Consider another example. Determine I1 for the network using superposition theorem. Consider this network. It has two sources. One is voltage source and another one is current source. In step 1, set E is equal to 0 and consider the network. Applying current divider rule, we can obtain the current flowing through resistor R1 using current division rule. Current through R1 is denoted by I1 dash, that is equal to main current I into other branch resistor value RSC, because the other branch is short circuited, divided by sum of the branch resistances divided by R1 plus RSC, that is equal to 3 ampere into other branch resistor value is 0 divided by 0 plus 6, that is equal to 0 ampere. In step 2, I is set to 0 and consider the network. Applying Ohm's law, we can obtain the current through 6 ohm resistor, that is I1 double dash is equal to E divided by R1 using Ohm's law, that is equal to E is 60, 60 divided by 6, that is equal to 10 ampere. The total current through 6 ohm resistor is calculated by adding the two currents I1 dash and I1 double dash. I1 dash direction is the same as I1 double dash. Therefore, the total current through 6 ohm resistor is equal to 0 plus 10, that is equal to 10 ampere. Consider another example. Use the superposition theorem to calculate the current in branch PQ of the circuit shown. Consider this network. It has two voltage sources. In step 1, let us consider 4.2 volt, replacing other by short circuit. 3.5 volt source is replaced by short circuit. Consider this network here. 3 ohm and 2 ohm are in parallel. Therefore, these two are replaced by 3 into 2 divided by 3 plus 2, that is equal to 1.2 ohm. The main current I across 4.2 volt source can be calculated using Ohm's law, that is voltage divided by total equivalent resistance of the network across 4.2 volt, that is I is equal to 4.2 divided by 6 plus 1 plus 1.2, that is equal to 0.51 ampere. Using current division formula, the branch current IPQ dash can be calculated. IPQ dash is equal to main current I into other branch resistor value, that is 2, divided by sum of the branch resistances, that is 3 plus 2. Main current 0.51 into other branch resistor value is 2 divided by sum of the branch resistances, that is 2 plus 3 is equal to 0.204 ampere. In step 2, now consider 3.5 volt source and replacing other by a short circuit. 3.5 volt source is considered and other source is replaced by short circuit. In this network, the 6 ohm and 1 ohm are in series. Therefore, these two are replaced by 7 ohm resistor. The 7 ohm and 3 ohm are in parallel. Therefore, these two are replaced by an equivalent resistance of 7 into 3 divided by 7 plus 3, that is equal to 2.1 ohm. The total current I can be calculated using Ohm's law, that is I is equal to voltage divided by total equivalent resistance across 3.5 volt source, that is I is equal to 3.5 divided by 2 plus 2.1, that is equal to 0.85 ampere. Using current division formula, we can obtain the branch currents IPQ double dash, that is equal to main current I into other branch resistor value, that is 7 divided by 7 plus 3, that is equal to main current is 0.85 into other branch resistor value is 7 divided by sum of the resistances is 10, that is equal to 0.595 ampere. In step 3, total current through PQ branch is calculated, that is equal to 0.204 minus 0.595. Because the direction of IPQ dash is opposite to IPQ double dash. Therefore, the total current flowing through PQ branch is equal to 0.204 minus 0.595, that is equal to 0.391, and the direction is from Q to P. To test your understanding, I will ask you a few multiple choice questions. Question number 1. Superposition theorem is valid for option A, linear circuits, option B, non-linear circuits, and option C, both A and B, and option D, neither A nor B. And the answer is option A, linear circuits. Second question, in superposition theorem, when we consider the effect of one voltage source, all the other current sources are option A shorted, option B opened, option C removed and option D both A and B. And the answer is option B opened. Third question. Find the voltage across 2 ohm resistor due to 20 volt source in the circuit shown below. Option A 1.53 volt, option B 2.56 volt and option C 4.5 volt and option D 3 volt. The correct answer is option A 1.53 volt. Fourth question. In superposition theorem, when we consider the effect of one current source, all the other voltage sources are option A shorted, option B opened, option C removed and option D both A and B. The correct answer is option A shorted. Fifth question. While analyzing a network containing more than one source, each source is considered separately while applying option A Norton's theorem, option B maximum power transfer theorem and option C Thevenin's theorem and option D superposition theorem. The correct answer is option D superposition theorem. Sixth question. In superposition theorem, when we consider the effect of one voltage source, all the other voltage sources are option A shorted, option B opened, option C removed and option D both A and B. The correct answer is option A shorted. Seventh question. The circuit whose properties are the same in either direction is known as option A irreversible circuit, option B reversible circuit and option C unilateral circuit and option D bilateral circuit. And the correct answer is option D bilateral circuit. Eighth question. In the circuit shown, find the current through 3 ohm resistor using superposition theorem. Option A 4.7 ampere, option B 5.6 ampere and option C 6.9 ampere and option D 7.8 ampere. and the correct answer is option B, 5.6 ampere. In this session, we learned superposition theorem, steps to solve a network using superposition theorem, and problems on superposition theorem. We will solve more problems on superposition theorem in our next session. Thank you.